Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. I am Natalie. For those of you that are new, it's lovely to have you here. And for those of you that are coming back, thank you for coming back. I am a neurotransformation therapy practitioner and a manifestation coach. And my channel, As a Penny's Drop, is all about creating a life that you love, deserve, and desire. I do provide a variety of one-on-one coaching solutions with me, programs where we deep dive into those limiting beliefs to release those traumas that are keeping you stuck from the life that you truly deserve to experience, and self-study workshops, all guided for you to finally open up your heart to create that life that you deserve. So if you'd like to find out more about those coaching solutions, please just click the links below this video. I also provide a free Facebook group as well. So if you do have any manifestation questions, please take them there. Obviously, you can comment on all of my videos, and I love getting your comments. But for the questions about manifestation or manifesting, anything you're desiring, then please take them to my free Facebook group. So much support there. I do also have a YouTube a members only YouTube channel, which is called the Badass Manifestors Community, where you get extra content from me every single week, and you get to vote for your video of the week as well. So again, all the links to everything that I've just said can be found below this video. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and also Facebook as well. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please do click that subscribe button, because your support truly does mean the absolute world to me. Okay, so you've seen the title of this video. What you feel, they feel for you. What you feel, they feel for you. And this is what I'm going to be explaining to you, what you feel they feel for you, and how you can get them back, or be with them for the first time, or have that new loving relationship. And actually, this can be used in any situation, to be perfectly honest with you. So it could be if you want that job, you've just been for an interview, if you want to experience a new business, whatever it is, what you feel, they feel for you. And that could be what you feel about your business, it feels for you. What you feel about a career, new career change, it feels for you. What you feel about getting that job, it feels for you. What you feel about your specific person, they feel for you. So how do we do this? How do we get into understanding what this actually means? Well, it's all about the Neville Goddard concept. Everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out. Now I'm going to tag a video here for you to understand exactly what that is. I deep dive into that. But fundamentally, what you think, what you feel, what you believe dominantly, what your emotions are what gets reflected to you from your outer reality. So what is going on within you gets projected outside of you and reflected back to you like a mirror. So you use your outer reality as feedback as to what is going on in here. So let's say, for example, I'm going to do specific person. Let's say it's an ex that you would like back. And what you feel, they feel for you. Remember that. I want you to maybe write it down on a piece of paper, maybe write it down in big capitals. What you feel, they feel for you. What you think, they think about you. Remember that. What your dominant beliefs are will be projected out of you, and that will be reflected to you. We are all vibrationally connected. We are all vibration, and we are all connected. So whatever that frequency is within you, that vibration that you're holding on to, is going to be projected out of you and reflected to you. So let's say, for example, had a really bad breakup. And if you did, I really feel for you. And I know how horrendous that is. It's horrible. And the pain that you go through is horrendous when things like that happen. And you want them back. Understanding what you feel they feel for you is what story is it that you're holding on to? Are you holding on to the belief because you experienced them saying that they didn't want you anymore? You experienced them saying that they found somebody else. You experienced them saying that they were going to move different countries and you weren't somebody that they wanted to join them. They didn't want you to join them. You know, whatever the story is that you're holding on to based on what happened in your 3D reality, if you're still holding on to the story of what happened, which isn't aligned to what it is that you want by having them back, that's going to be blocking you from bringing them back, you see. So again, I'm going to say this again. What you feel, they feel for you. What you think, they think about you. What you think, they think about you. What you feel, they feel about you. So we want to be fundamentally looking at the story that we are telling. What you feel, they feel for you. So how nice would it be if you just took a deep breath in? I went, right, I'm going to start a clean slate. Doesn't matter what's happened. Doesn't matter what's been said. Doesn't matter what you did. None of it matters. Okay. We're going to park that. We're just going to come back knowing that having that person back, being with them for the first time, it's all possible. It's all possible because it all comes from the vibration that you're holding on to within. So what we want to be doing is we want to be feeling that feeling within as though they want us to. So we're going to have thoughts of, what if they were thinking about me right now? What if you started to tell yourself the story that when you're thinking about them, it's because they're thinking about you even more? What if you started to align your story of what you want, the outcome of being with them in a loving, healthy, committed relationship with them? What if you aligned the story to the outcome that you wanted and let go of that old story? Because the old story, those feelings of lack, of pain, of hurt, of fear, of not being the one that they want, and it's all impossible, is going to be what is currently reflecting to you. But I am proof that when you change the story, when you change that feeling within, that will then get reflected to you from your outer reality. And we don't know when it's going to happen. Divine timing, we can call it. So we don't put a timeline on it because that isn't going to cause more stress and anxiety. So what we want to do is fundamentally think about how we are feeling about them, what we are thinking about them. So your thoughts and your feelings and your dominant beliefs are now going to be aligned to the story that you're wanting to create the outcome that you are wanting to experience. And I'll tag a video here as well about how you can go about doing that by saying, what if? The what ifs. So if you have a real strong belief that this is going to be completely impossible for you, then listen to that video. And again, just close your eyes and sink into that of, well, what if? What if they were actually thinking about me right now? What if they realized they'd made a really, really big mistake? What if they were ready to come back to you? What if they were talking to their friends about you? So that's a nice, gentle way to start to build up that story. And then you can start aligning the new story more effortlessly. And it does take a bit of time, and it takes kind of a bit of going forwards and a bit coming back to the old story. And then it's letting go of the old story and moving forwards. So there's a little bit of a tug of war that goes on to start with. But the more you stay focused to the new story of how you're feeling about them, that is what they will then start to feel. And they will then start to miss you. They will start to realize your amazingness, how incredible you were when you were actually together. They will be thinking about all the good things that you've experienced with them, you see. And like I said, the circumstance doesn't matter. Now, I talk about this a lot in my videos because this is really, really important. Having a strong self-love practice is going to be the key differentiator for you to be able to remain faithful to that story. When you know your worth, when you know your value, when you know that you are amazing, when you know that you are an incredible person, that you are an absolute catch, that you are an absolute knockout, that you are beautiful inside and out, that you have a kind heart. When you start aligning that story within based on a healing practice, a self-love practice, and that cements and that becomes more natural to your core of like, yeah, this is who I am. It's easier then to tell the story and to get into that feeling state as though they are with you now. And remember, when it comes to law of assumption, what we're doing is we're going from that state of them not wanting you to that state of them being with you, thinking about you, missing you, adoring you, desiring you, being so enchanted and captivated by you, mesmerized by you, seeing you as that rare diamond, their one and only, being their girl, being their boy, that they're the only ones that, you know, you want, they want you. I hope that made sense. So what you feel, they feel for you. So what you're going to want to do is, and I know it's not always easy to start with, I know that, I get it. But the more you do this, the more you can align to that story, even if it is looping the story throughout the day to stop the old story coming back. Over time, that new story will become real. It will become real, and that feeling of knowing with certainty that they want you, oh, game changer. And then you'll just remain aligned to that. You'll be able to get on with your day more effortlessly, doing fun things. And that is really important too. It's creating your life. And I know, based on my past as well, when, you know, things happened with my ex, it was very, very unpleasant. And because I needed to do a lot of healing on myself because of the abandonment issues, people pleasing, needing external validation for who I am, my worth. When I was able to work on healing myself and taking one step forward at a time to getting back out there in the world, doing fun things that I enjoyed. Like I've said this before in other videos, you know, having like cocktails on rooftop bars in London, or going to New York, or having little holidays, or just treating myself to little things, looking after myself, you know, cooking beautiful foods, you know, having early nights, pampering myself, getting my nails done, things like that. When I started to take care of myself and look after myself with my inner dialogue, and, you know, just showing the universe basically that I did care enough about myself, I started to let go of that attachment of needing them. And the more I told the story of what it was that I was wanting to experience, like them coming back and getting into that natural feeling state as though they were with me now, things started to happen outside of me that I wasn't aware of. There were a lot of bridges of incidents, you know, it's joining the dots backwards. I was getting into the right place at the right time. And then eventually I started to hear from them. And then eventually we met up. Now, again, I've told this story as well. No, it didn't last. That's okay. That's okay. Didn't last because at the time, I needed to do a stronger self-love practice, and I wasn't focused on me. I was focused more on them. So that's why, again, I say a lot in my videos, it really is important for you to focus on you being the priority, showing the universe that you are your priority. And that's about 80% of you and about 20% about them, or 70% you, 30% them. And with a video that I tagged earlier, in that, you know, well, what if they were thinking this? What if they were thinking that? That's going to create the feeling within that's going to then, when you don't do that more dominantly, is going to be projected outside of you, and that will be reflected back. And that is what they will be feeling, because we are all energetically connected, and everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out. So this dictates what happens out there. Your feelings, the vibration, the frequency, the energy that you hold on to, becoming the identity of you that is with them, or has them missing you or wanting you, is the key differentiator to being able to bring them back. And then, like I said, with the self-love practice and telling that story, you're naturally detaching and just knowing then with certainty that it is done. Just keep looping the story, nice and gently, keep living your life, doing things that you love, having fun, looking after yourself, marinating yourself in a self-love practice, healing within is going to really, really help too. And like I said, I have a variety of coaching solutions, all guiding you to open your heart, because the more your heart is open, the easier everything in life is. The more your heart is open, the more you're releasing those old stories, the more you're seeing your worth and your value, the more you'll be able to believe them in by feeling them in and by speaking them in. So that is today's video. What you feel they feel for you. What you feel they will feel for you when done dominantly. I really hope you've enjoyed that video, guys. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back very, very soon.